So that's very important. Understanding you can do on Facebook, do here and earn. So Facebook, you don't earn any money for putting all that content on, and they earning money off of you from all the ads they putting out there. And no one will delete your content here on KOK. The blockchain, they will. And this is what KOK is all about in terms of what they're doing in terms of their content business. You see the content business, as I was saying earlier, growing about 20%. It's gone. You can see here by the percentages on the board here that it's also not only grown, but it's also created what we call shorter working hours for a lot of people. It's also created a lot of leisure time that you may not have had initially when you were working that 9 to 5 and going back and forth in your business, which is very important to understand that that happens. But at the same rate, you have to understand what's changing. Are you a part of what's changing? Are you understanding what's happening in the financial world when you look at the cryptocurrency and digital money? Because countries like Sweden, like China, who actually had actually seen a 62% increase in their as far as what they have to download in terms of content. And then you have Netflix increase. They actually got 2 times from the last quarter, actually 16 million extra signups in that as their accounts grow. This is because of digital contact, people having access to computers, cell phones, and what have you, and have not the ability to have to worry about contact with individuals. We are in that untapped society that's creating it not only for like Apple and Netflix, but also when you talk about KOK and talking about the opportunity that KOK is providing and the education associated with digital assets and digital content, which is very important as we move forward. You see, these 2 gentlemen here actually are part of the political party in Korea, South Korea, and government, South Korean government totally support what the KOK is doing out here in South Korea and the reason for that is because Korea is actually the leading 5G IT powerhouse in the world, which is very significant when you think about that. And the government is supporting that. They actually budgeted funds for companies to be associated with the content where they realize that this is a very, very big opportunity to be involved in. As it relates to what we do in KOK and how that works, we have the best expert group like I was explaining to you. As a result of that, they have created a hybrid platform, which they already were global companies at the time. They just put them all together onto one platform, used with one app, and we're using it all right now over 93 plus countries in the world. And we are also creating a token economy associated with that. You can't, with Bitcoin doesn't have the ability to do anything but buy and sell with. And it's all about that. Now there are some people that are saying, well, I want to use Bitcoin. They'll accept your Bitcoin. You buy and sell Bitcoin, take your Bitcoin and then trade you their product. But at the same time, they got your Bitcoin and it may go all the way up again. So they're taking advantage of you in this opportunity, but they don't have a platform. Bitcoin, Ethereum, none of them have a platform that's set up where you have usable content that you can also use a token for, which puts right in the front of all these other companies that are planning to do this. And as a result of that, guess what? It's going to take them several years to catch up to where we are already here. And this is very important to understand. You see right now, the company already has their platform set up in terms of how they make money. Right now, we have global companies that are buying ads on our platform and it's paid for on a daily basis. When I say global companies, I'm talking about Gillette, BMW, Gucci. All of these big global companies are actually advertising and paying us to advertise for them because we are already in 93 different countries and we're steadily growing. So this is a good place. Plus, we're in a position where the content we're providing is also being married with other content such as games and music and all of the content associated with cartoons and all of that, concerts, all kinds of other things like TV, movies. It's all on our platform, and it's a huge part of it is actually being used and is becoming they are actually self-supporting at this point as it relates to the content that they have on their platform. We have shopping that 15% of the revenue that they were actually receiving at this point is actually from shopping. Then we have the DeFi, the financial part. We have actual transactions, financial transactions, including mortgage loans. This is very important, and we're also going to be soon using ATM as it relates to what KOK is doing, and the platform is doing that right now. And this is how they pay us. From the money they're earning from all this advertisements and content and what have you on their platform, they're actually paying us to advertise all around the world until we have at least 100 million frontiers. And as it relates to that, that's very significant when we talk about the finance and money, how you get paid. This is what I need you to understand. The money that we are actually getting paid comes from the platform, from the money they're already earning as it relates to what they are doing on that content asset platform. Very important to understand and remember. As you can see, we launched in September of 2019, and all of these goals have actually been met. We have games. We actually have a hotel real estate game that you can actually participate on and get actually paid every day. So you participate in there by owning a hotel. We have shopping. We are listed on 3 of the major exchanges right now as far as the ICO is concerned. As it relates to the stock exchanges, we are listed on there with our KOK token. We have music. We have one of the largest poker games in Asia on there as a game. It's very significant to you understand that. And as it relates to that, we're also in a position where these things are all done with one app. You download a KOK app, you can go and look, and you can do the TV, you can do the games, you can do the movies, you can do the shopping, you can do all of that right there in that one wallet. One in that one app, one-stop shopping. Shopping, yes, we are shopping right now. It's actually limited to the Asian area right now, but it's going to be as we grow. It's going to be all over the world where we can buy and shop and ship and all that right to the individual's home, just like we do with Amazon or whoever else. That's very important to understand. Yes, and I was telling you earlier, you also have your own bank. You control your own money at any point that you want to control it. And that's important that you understand that. You can trade Bitcoins and Ethereum and KOK and USD Tether. All of that's associated for what we're doing on our blockchain. It's important that you understand that you are total control of your own money as it relates to being in a situation where you control your own bank. You don't have a middle person involved with that. You're the one that handles that. You make the decision about your own money as it relates to how you use your KOK wallet, which is very significant as it relates to what we're doing. And also, as a result of that, we also have a mining aspect. And the mining aspect, what we have provided, what KOK has done, has provided us an opportunity where we can earn 3, 5, or 7% on any amount that we decide to deposit. You got a rainy day fund you want to set up, this is an opportunity to do that. If you want to save for that big house in the future, in the next 2 or 3 years, you want to be there, hey, this is an opportunity to actually get involved with that and save for that. This is what we consider passive income, where you can actually restake your money that you earn on your interest every day, and you start to compound your interest, and things simply just change after that. You can actually end up earning income every day that grows as you continue to do the KOK opportunity. Very important to understand, and I'll explain a little further later. As it relates to what we are doing in KOK and the blockchain technology, how do we compete with the Googles, the Netflix, and the YouTube? I mentioned that a little bit earlier. And what we have done is put everything on one app. Where right now, Google, Netflix, YouTube all have their own separate apps, their own separate platform, and they have their own separate prices for all their people that use that for providing games, for providing content, providing advertisement opportunities. That's all done individually by those companies. And as it relates to what we are doing, we're doing the same thing, but at a lower rate, at the faster speed, and also at the same type of content that they actually provide also at that point. So we had the same ability, except for the creation of AI, that's made us significant. It gives us a significant advantage on our blockchain. In addition to our new partnership with Medium, which is providing the hardware that's going to create more transactions per second than anywhere else actually has at this point. Very significant. consider what I'm talking to you about this. Everything's changing the way we change also. So instead of going to the job and getting paid every day and then going to the store or going to back to the house or whatever you want to do, planning for your vacations or what have you, you have to understand what you need to do here and take a piece of paper, draw a line down the middle, and put on one side my needs and on the other side my wants. Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't actually have to pay it. And that's very profound when you think about how things are done with money and how we use money. And on your money, that means that you divide 1% into 72, and you actually find yourself in a position, guess what? It's going to take you 72 years to get there. You don't want that. You want an opportunity where a product can actually provide you enough interest based on the amount of your deposit to be able to earn that money on it. This is money that you should be earning on a passive basis. In other words, you deposit money that you can earn money every day on, and it can be compounded every day on it. And you want to take a look at it, you can go to the SEC website, and they have what they call a compound interest calculator on there. And you can see how the rule of 72 actually works. It's very simple. You just put in the amount of money you want to actually reach, the number of years it's going to take you to get there, or number of months, and the interest rate that you're receiving, and see how long it's going to take you to get there. When you think about what the banks are giving you at that 0.5%, 5%, when you look at the KOK opportunity, you have ability to earn 3, 5, and 7%. It changes your thoughts on what you need to do and how you want to go about doing it. Here is an example of how we work this out. When I was saying to you earlier about deposit and interest, in order to get involved initially with KOK, we have a U.S. has a minimum requirement of $300 that you can come in and join KOK at up to $14.99, and you can actually earn 3%. Anything over $1,500 up to $9,999, you can earn 5%. Anything over $10,000, any amount over $10,000, you can actually earn 7%. And as you can see, what that really means is just I'm depositing money in my bank. My bank, my own official way to do it. I can take money out. I can actually withdraw my interest on a daily basis if I so desire. And if I decide I want to withdraw the whole amount, I can do that at any point. And if you do decide to withdraw money, and if it's less than the first 30 days, you have to pay a 5% penalty. KOK will charge you, just like a bank will charge you a 5% penalty on that. But at the same time, if you wait to 31 days, it's only 1%. And this is the key thing. You have the ability to withdraw income that you earn on a daily basis. And if at any point in this process that you decide you want to take all your money out, you certainly can do that. Now, the key is that the KOK set up a 5-year program for us to be involved in. Started back in September 2019, and right now we have about 3 years and maybe 7 months right now to grow our money as big as we want it to grow. And as a result of that, if you decide to be a part of KOK at this point, and you deposit any amount of money over $300 all the way up to any amount, and you let it stay in there, and you restake your money and allow your money to be compounded on a daily basis. At the end of that 3 years and 7 months, KOK is actually basically guaranteed that they will provide you 200% return on your money. Now, I don't know anybody that's going to provide you that kind of return on your money as it relates to what we are doing and how we're doing it. And the good thing about it, you can come in to KOK and just do this. Just save your money, earn your interest, and compound it on a daily basis and actually grow your deposit. That's totally up to you. The other dash 12% that's there, I'm going to explain that to you because that's an opportunity to actually earn additional income. And I'm going to explain to you how that's done also. But you can come in this business right now and actually deposit anywhere from $300 up or more and earn interest on a daily basis. And it can be compounded on a daily basis as it relates to it, what you're doing. And any problem, any process that you have now with the bank, you have that same option, but you had the opportunity to put it in, take it out at any point, and then also pay a penalty. This is no different. In this particular case, you would have to do the same, but this gives you the advantage of that because you're not paying for all the high interest that all the fines that you would have to pay for return it into the bank product too early. So it's very significant to understand that you're in control of all of this as it relates to that. Now, let me give you an example of what would happen if you were to deposit, say, $300 or $1,500 or even $10,000 as it relates to what we are doing in the mining phase of the KOK compensation plan. This is just one phase. Remember this now, it's just one phase of how you can get paid here. By depositing your money, your saving, you start to save, you can earn the 3, 5, and 7% as the example shows you. That actually equates to, if you deposit $300, that's $9 a month. If $1,500, that's $75 a month. And $10,000, that's $700 a month. Now, I don't know any bank that's paying that at this point, which makes it very significant in terms of what we are offering you in here, and the opportunity to own, be able to deposit your own money, grow your own money, and allow us to grow as it relates to what you're doing, where you can actually earn, you're actually earning daily $3, about 30 cents a day on the $9 a month. On 3% a month, but on 5% you're earning $2.50, and at 7% you're actually earning $23.30 a day. And if you calculated that over a 12-month period, you're actually earning 36% at 3% or 60% at 5% and 84% at 7%. Nobody's paying that kind of income for you in any of these financial opportunities you have, and without having to worry about all the problems associated with that. And the risks associated with that. Here you control your own risk, and you also control your own money and how it can grow. Annual earnings would be like $108 to $900 at 5% at $1,500, and $8,400 at $10,000. So that's very significant when you compound annual earnings and how significant that would be. I'm gonna give you an example. A young man had showed me his bank statement that he got back, and he had his money market fund. He earned 7 cents on $8,000 over the entire month. To me, that was really, really sad, considering his $8,000 was helping other people do something such as the bank, making 15 or 20%, 25% on that money, on his money, and they gave him 7 cents for the entire month. So when you're looking at this opportunity, you want to also look at what you're doing with your finances right now, and where you have them, and how is that actually benefiting you, and is this a way that you can improve your situation by doing what we are doing here in KOK. Now that's very significant. Like I was saying, this is just one way of earning income in KOK. You see, KOK token that we do is for our mining. That's associated with what we do, and like I was saying, you could come in, and the minimum fee in the U.S. is actually $300. In some of the poor countries in the world, $100 is the minimum they can actually start with. But at the same time, you have an opportunity to do what we call sponsorship rewards or recommendation money. You earn money. You can earn money playing games. Very significant there. You're going to earn money buying a hotel and get paid 3 or 4 times a week. Get paid once a day and monthly for the use of a hotel. We also created what I was saying, a token economy. So the token is actually growing because the things we use our token for are on the platform that we also are using. When we look at the games and play the games, or look at the movies, or go listen to the concerts, or whatever it is we are doing, we have an opportunity to earn income as it relates to our token. And now, like I was saying earlier, we're on 3 major stock exchanges as it relates to our token, and we are actually growing into trying to get to the top on that as it relates to what we are doing in KOK. You see, this is a good thing. This is another phase that I want to show you right now. First, you could come in and do whatever you want to do with your deposit and earn income on a daily basis and not have to worry about it. But if you decide that you want to make some additional money, that you will receive income based on the amount deposited by people you personally sponsor. So anybody that you personally sponsor that comes in there and wants to do the same thing you are doing, by whatever amount they decide to actually enter in the program, whether they come in at $300 or $1,500 or $3,000, $10,000, what the company is doing, and this money is not coming out of the money they are actually depositing into their accounts. This money is actually coming from the content that's being used on our platform on a daily basis that KOK is doing. KOK is saying, all right, I'm gonna reward you for helping to advertise us throughout the world as it relates to what you're doing, and you are recommending somebody to come in and they decided they want to deposit, for example, $1,500. They're gonna make $75 a month because you are in that position at that point to earn 100% of whatever they make in terms of the interest rate that they're getting. And the interest they're getting. You also earn $75 a month. If they come in at $3,000, you earn an additional $1,500 on the top of whatever you're earning from your mining. This is very significant because this is also paid daily. So if you actually earning if they came in at $10,000 a month and you came in at $300 a month and they decide they want to take advantage of the 7% rate, you earn the $700 plus plus the $9 you already earning, and that's going to be actually sent to you on a daily basis, where you can actually compound your interest by restaking your money into your deposit money, and that continues to allow your deposit to grow. So this is that anybody on your first level, that's considered direct to you. You can put 10 or you can put 20, it doesn't matter in terms of that. But what we want you to do is to learn how to duplicate yourself as it relates to that, and that opens up other avenues of income for you. Now we're talking about we're earning income from mining. Now we're earning income from anybody you bring in direct to you. Now, if the people you personally sponsor, like the program, and decide to share it with people like they know, you will receive income based on the amount deposited by those people they sponsor every month also. So now you're earning an income off the person that you directly sponsored, and now the person that you directly sponsored actually sponsors somebody. They now get the 100%. You actually at that point are getting 20%. As long as you have at least one or two people, you actually have to at least 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, 5 people, and only 10 people to get actually take advantage of the entire recommendation profits all the way through 10 levels, which is very significant. As you can see, every level actually pays. This is monthly fees you see here at the 20%, the 10%, and the 5% here as it relates to the $1,500 deal. At the $10,000 deal, you got $700. Now you're adding an extra $140 plus an extra $70, and this is $35. And you add this up daily, the revenue you're earning will actually be growing every day. And in that money, you restake it, you're now going to actually compound that interest, and it's going to grow your deposit every day as it relates to that. That's just 2 ways at 10 different levels that you can earn income from recommendation and people recommending also all the way down. That's very significant. Now, this is how it really looks. Every person that you bring in direct to you, of course, you earn 100%. And if you want to go down to the next level, you got to have 2 people to earn 20%. And from 3 to 5, you got to have 3 to 5 people to go down there and earn the 10%. And from 6 to 10, of course, you can earn an additional 5% if you got 10 people that is direct to you. So your income is, you can do this on a daily basis, and you would be amazed at how your income actually grows every day, regardless of what, if you are helping others do the same thing and duplicating yourself. Now, this is another level. Now, we talked about mining as a way of getting paid. We're talking about recommendation money getting paid. They're up to 10 levels. Now you're talking about also level compensation. This is where you help, at least 3 people in your organization. Also help them to become what we call 1 stars and 2 stars and 3 stars and 4 stars, all the way up to 8 stars. You find yourself actually earning an additional 1%, 3%, all the way up to an additional 10% as you continue to grow in all those levels of, you're a 4 or 5 star, and they might be still down there as a mining profit. As a person, that's not a problem. There's no limit on how far you can go individually. That's totally up to you as an individual. You can pass the person that brought you in, and you can exceed that, and anybody can exceed you at any point. So that's a good thing. As it relates to those opportunities, when you become a 3 and 4 and 5, 6 star, you can see where the percentages start to change as it relates what we're doing, and that's very significant. And then after you get to 10 people, you also get to experience anything below that from 11 to infinity. You start earning that 3 to 10% because you at that level, you can start to earn additional income regardless how deep your organization grows. And if you make it to an A-star, which is very possible, you also earn 1% extra over top of the entire profits that the global industry is providing. And so you get a part of the global revenue. And you also, KOK, at that point, we're also providing opportunities for you to be a partner and open your own offices wherever you may be located. That's a very good thing. If you aspire to do this, it's available to be done. As I told you earlier, we're the world's only usable token on the blockchain. No other company, no other coin, nobody else is doing that except KOK at this point. We are proving token because I've proven that we use our token for the content that we have on our platform. And the platform is being used by our users. And as a result of those users, the KOK company is paying us to be able to grow this particular platform as we go through what we do. I've proven to you it's also a solid business model. And now we also, I don't know if you understood this, but we have actually created value from fixed program. When you buy Bitcoin or Ethereum and transfer it into your KOK wallet, and from there transfer it into the mining aspect of your wallet, what you have done is fix that particular price. Whatever you paid for it, the Bitcoin or the Ethereum or what have you, once you put it into your mining, into your own bank, it's fixed. That whatever interest rate you now receive, you don't have to worry about it fluctuating going up, fluctuating going down, where you're losing money, or if you win, you don't have to worry about the gain. You want to sell it anyway, because once you sell those tokens, of course, then you put yourself in a tax situation with whomever that may be. So that's very important to understand that it has an aspect of that. You can see what we're doing is growing this coconut economy. Prices are rising. Today, KOK token was up as high as 72 cents, 74 cents, or something like that today. Right now, that particular token on the stock exchange is our token, but you can't buy it on the stock exchange. You can't sell it on the stock exchange. The only way you can get that token is being a part of KOK. And actually, it's been as high as 97 cents in some on the stock market. But in KOK, at a fixed price, so you won't have to worry about it going up and down as it does all on a daily basis with the Bitcoin and Ethereum. So you're actually setting yourself in a position where you actually being in a position where your money is fixed and you're earning that 3, 5, and 7%. And for the next 3 years and 7 months, that could be very significant in terms of what you're earning and what you can do. You can see here, we have created this mining economy simply because of the need for us to be a part of the blockchain and also the changes that are actually occurring in the content business. But at the same time, we know that the cryptocurrency is a big part of that. And that's why we have our own actual token that will be a coin at one point in the next 3 years and 7 months, which is very significant. And at the time that it becomes a coin, it's going to be very, very much a situation that's going to be of significant value more than what it is now. So we are building that economy as we go along in the use of what we're doing. And the idea is to get our frontiers right now. We want 100 million frontiers all over the world. Once we meet that goal, and the major exchange holders or the KOK tokens going to be available when it becomes a coin. And then the actual platform, the content platform will be able to continue to, because the members will be there and the content is going to be constantly used because of the type of thing that's happening